Good morning, everyone. It is I, your man Nipun Sharma, and welcome back to another video. It is currently 12:46 a.m. on Wednesday, the 17th of February 2021. And these are the player ratings for Monday night's victory against Newcastle United. And yeah, we were good. We were good. There were some downsides here and there, but overall we had a good game. And I'll be honest with you, when I first saw the lineup, I was fuming. Literally fuming, and that's not even an exaggeration, because I saw one man I did not expect to see in the lineup at all. Biggest shock. Kepa in goal. I predicted 1-0 Chelsea, let alone 2-0. I predicted 1-0 Chelsea, and that was without Kepa in goal. I was like, we are going to concede or probably even lose this game now. That's how scared I was of having Kepa in goal. I actually legit thought we were going to get touched. I know Liverpool. I know Newcastle United have not been good. I know they have been winless in their past 5 games, if that's right. Premier League table. Yeah, I know they have been winless in their past 5 games. No. That was a long time ago. They've only won 2 of their past 5 games, losing the other 3, and that's including our victory. So yeah, with that being said, here are the player ratings for for Monday night's victory. So starting off, in goal, hopefully for the last time in the Premier League at least, and it probably will be, because Thomas Tuchel said in his post-match interview that he will be back up and Mendy will be number 1. So I'm happy about that. So yeah, starting off in goal, Kepa Arrizabalaga. Now, he played better than I thought he would. Was a bit suspect in the 20th minute when he started running for the ball, but fortunately was not punished by Alanson Maximin. He saved a free kick from Jonjo Shelvey just in the early stages of the second half. And he saved a header from Joe Willock. And yeah, he wasn't really tested that much. I'll give him a 6.5. Now moving on to our first wing back. Callum Hudson-Odoi. He had a very intriguing battle with Jamal Lewis down the right-hand side, and he kept him quiet. Kept it very simple, and he was very, very calm and collected. And he was a menace to deal with in the second half. Delivered a decent number of crosses that should have been converted by his teammates. I honestly cannot find anything bad to say about him today. He gets a 7.5. Now, moving on to our first of three centre-backs, Cesar Azpilicueta. Now, he had a header saved by Cole Darlow, led by example, but he wasn't tested too much by Newcastle's attack, and gets a clean sheet in his name. Now moving on to our second centre-back. Oh wait, sorry, I forgot to rate Cesar Azpilicueta. Cesar Azpilicueta gets a 7. Now moving on to our second centre-back, that is Antonio Rediger. He was very comfortable in the first half, as Newcastle posed absolutely no threat whatsoever. He had a little more work to do in the second half, but kept Dwight Gale in his pockets, which isn't really that hard to do, to be fair. I was still concerned about Kepa, though. So yeah, a decent performance from the German international. He gets a 6.5. Now moving on to the third centre-back, Andreas Christensen. Rarely panicked. Kept Dwight Gale in his pockets. Showed no effects on his head injury against Barnsley. That's the word I was trying to look for. So yeah, showed no effects to his knock against Barnsley. He gets a 7.5. Marcus Alonso. He got forward at will and gave Newcastle's defence all sorts of problems, especially in the first half. Didn't have much defending to go towards his own goal, and was constantly in Newcastle's penalty area. Accurate passing throughout, and an overall good performance from the Spain international. He gets a 7. Now moving on to our first midfielder, Jorginho. Non-flustered, not bothered, kept the midfield intact. That's all I have to say, and he gets a 7 for that. Mateo Kovacic, one of our best players on the pitch. Yeah, Mateo Kovacic. He created 2 chances earlier on in the game. Yeah. Wonderful passes. Yeah, 2 chances. And Newcastle could not handle his runs from deep. He was superb throughout the 90 minutes, and is undeniably a guaranteed starter for games moving forward. he must start against Southampton and the first leg at Atletico Madrid. He gets a 9 out of 10. Now moving on to our second midfielder, Mason Mount. Not Tuchel. Lampard's son? Nope. Media hype? Nope. Tuchel's son? Nope. Manager's dream? Yes. But that being said, he was not that good today. He was buzzing around and was industrious in the midfield, but was overshadowed by his midfield partner Mateo Kovacic. He should have buried his chance before the half-time whistle to kill the game off. He took a knock shortly after, which restricted him. I hope it's nothing too serious. And he was substituted in the 70th minute. One of his most quiet nights. He gets a 6.5. Now moving on to our first striker. He couldn't quite get his shot off and was tackled by Jamal Lascelles in the box. He tried to run off the injury caused by their defender, and he was replaced in 20 minutes, within the first 20 minutes, by Olivier Giroud. And for that, I cannot rate him because he wasn't on the pitch long enough. So yeah, rating not applicable. Now moving on to our substitutes. Olivier Giroud coming in for Tammy Abraham. He came on for Tammy Abraham in the 20th minute. He buried his 10th goal of the season with a volley-esque type tap in, but not really a volley, if you know what I mean. From close range. His hold-up play was good, as usual. And he slightly dragged wide a header from the spot. But overall, he was good. 7.5 for the Frenchman. He gets a 7.5. Oh shoot, I forgot to rate Timo Werner. Now moving on. Now, before I move on to the other two substitutes, I'm going to move to Timo Werner, who I completely forgot to mark, which is almost unforgivable. Now, for the first 25 minutes, it looked like the same Timo Werner I've seen for the past few months. He steered a shot wide, had a save, but he did assist Olivier Giroud's opening goal. But just before the stroke of half-time, he scored from a tap-in, which went to VAR. I was a bit worried that it might not count and his goal drought might continue. But the goal stood, and Timo Werner has broken his Premier League goal drought. So yeah, he ran throughout the match and he was a constant threat to the Newcastle defence, especially with his pace. He gets a 9 out of 10, and he is my man of the match. A goal and an assist. So moving on to our second substitutes. N'Golo Kanté. He was brought on for Mason Mount at the 69th minute to help keep a clean sheet, and he did exactly that. And for that, I'm going to give him a 6. Now moving on to our third substitute, which was Reece James, and he replaced Callum Hudson-Odoi in the 77th minute. And he almost scored, and he almost made it 3 within seconds of scoring. Sorry, within seconds of being subbed on. He gets a 6.5. Now with that being said, we move on to Thomas Tuchel, the manager's rating. And he gets an 8 for his tactical geniuses and choosing the lineup. So far, so good under the Thomas Tuchel era. So with that being said, this is the end of this video. You have been a wonderful audience. Sorry, that comes later. So yeah, social media is in the description below. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications if you haven't already, so that you never miss a new video. The like target for today's video is 5 likes, so if you can get 5 likes, that would be awesome. And yeah, I shall see you in the next video. You have been a wonderful audience, and this is Nipun Sharma signing off. Take care of yourselves. Peace. Up the Chelsea, and London is blue. And I'm out of here. Laters.